Man,
Yes.
listen. I'm just gonna say next year that ratio is gonna be like 2 to 20. Not in your favor,
That is
Mehet.
right.
I am.
Sorry, none of your clothing is not yours anymore. It's all mine.
Look, I want to say it's a lot harder for a guy to look good in girls' clothing than vice versa.
Fair enough.
Listen, all I'm just saying, Mehet, you got yourself Gale from randomly just
No!
quotes.
Stop eating my magic items!
Parentheses warm jackets during autumn.
Green nose.
All of a sudden, one jacket will not be enough.
Stop eating my magic boots!
Be right back when I get the stuff from the poster.
But yeah, welcome to section 17, everybody. EP. I've been having severe teeth pain, and I want to pull out my teeth. Maybe I will. That will be
Ooh,
recorded.
dental pain.
Yeah.
I had a very nasty virus for the past week, so if I don't talk a whole lot, it's because I'm coughing more than I need to.
Hell yeah, brother. Suffering pain. A sign of proper birth.
That was such a good clip.
Is this what clip? Oh, her teeth. Oh no. Okay, give me a second. So with that being said and done, is everybody ready to begin?
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
I assume yes.
No.
Yeah, please. Get your feet off my chair.
Damn.
Oh, beautiful.
If you guys are gonna play feetsies, you gotta keep it to yourself.
I can hear you.
Boy, I just stole a chair.
I wanted to say something, but I know it's a bit too early in the relationship to tell yet.
Oh no, what did you want to say?
No. Some things are better left.
Yeah.
Some things are better left unsaid until after the honeymoon.
What's it one that what's it?
It's just better left unsaid.
What there's something. I think there was a quote from Jake the Dog, something about this. Anyway, there you go. Please work.
Oh, I get it. I get the clap.
Yeah. So, last we left off, you got yourselves to the Yellow Marshes after getting yourself a frequency of Titias, because there are no more beetles of our kind left. And well, contact has been made. Alas, she does not have a body. And if she wants to actually help you, well, she needs a body. There's only one person who can do it. Somewhere where the locals have dubbed the Yellow Marshes is, you got the coordinates, you flew in your Void Dragon, and of course, you requested the Lady of the Yellow Marshes in behest of Titia for a body. Annoyed by a previous feud unknown by all of you, you suddenly got yourself in a bit of a melee. That some took it a bit, well, better than others. And also you witnessed a massive amalgamation of what appeared to be some sort of owlbear moon beast that you had to take down, which apparently Titia found the body acceptable. All you needed to do is, well, subdue it substantially. You did. You jabbed the blade inside. An entire creature fell dead and started to combust in emerald jade fire. After a good minute or so, about a 12 feet tall figure emerged from the blazing green inferno. Something about the face reminisces the previous ones that you saved, or more specifically seen them reincarnate. Nothing about the features, although Instead of the eldest daughter that you saved, the literal manifestation of despair, having short hair, purplish skin, and of course eyes that could stare into your soul and beyond. Oh, this one is significantly taller, about 11, 12 foot tall. Relatively slender body figure. And her skin, while it looks more natural in skin tone compared to her sister, it also does look like it's made out of scale. More specifically, one long elongated scale that doesn't really have a beginning or an end. And yes, very much green. As somebody who's responsible for nature, very, very quickly can you see all sorts of accessories and attachments to her skins, her robes that seem to be more like additional layer of skin over her initial layer. Well, everything kind of just resembles what you assume is a druid or someone a druid would worship as a deity.
You know what I say? I knew it! Green!
However the case may be, the towering creature then looks upon all of you with a smile and stops at you, Nihilum. Nihilum, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw and insight?
Yes. Let's see. Wisdom saving throw and the insight is here.
For a split second, the way I could go on countless of words what you witness, but to put it into the GIF and a quick summary, you see the creature peer down with its jade aquamarine eyes deep into your soul, and to the point that it actually just peers beyond you to your ancestors. You almost feel for a briefest of moments that her gaze, your gaze, forms a loop, as she was the first and you are essentially many splinters in the presence of her lineage. You don't know how much she saw through you, but for a briefest of seconds, you saw at least maybe 30, 40 people. Just somebody fast forwarding through their life for quite a bit of time. Then she blinks and looks at you with a different smile. Gets on one knee and then pats on your head. Well. There. Also, Mahet, for all conveniences, you can return now if you wish, whenever. Oh wait, you want to retrieve the items, right? Or do you want to? Oh yeah. Wait, do you have the? Okay, I don't have the items, but you would have the items.
Go to descriptions later. I'm cool to just exist for now.
How would you reappear? Because technically, kind of went AWOL ever since you received your.
Yeah, no, I'll reappear at a decidedly very intentional, maybe random point.
I see.
He's
There-
being my head.
I see. Oh. whatever the case may be. Give me a sec. He then looks around all of you, takes a stand, and then looks up to the sky. As she takes a few more steps, the green marshes seemingly contorn and struggle against this being, and this diluted poisonous land around you starts to revitalize itself in mere moments. And instead of this yellowish, thick, liquidy, very not pleasant to touch grass, swiftly turns into just these green pastures in this 50-something sphere all around.
I see.
He seems to passive insight from all of you. He seems to think on what to do. Clearly it's been a very long time she actually possessed the body, and now she's getting used to it, tuning to it, trying to understand how she should feel or how she is feeling, and is kind of relatively lost, seemingly looking around, eyeing something in the horizon.
I'm gonna clear my throat first. Weren't we in a hurry to return to your brother?
She looks at you with a bit of curiosity, and then her blinks with amazement and sudden urgency in her face. Oh. Yeah. Looks at all of you. You do have a way to get to my brother, correct?
Yes, the
beacon.
the beacon.
Yeah.
Well, then use
Okay,
it,
let's
child.
look at one now.
In the meantime, I'm gonna look around to see if there's any. Well, in this new grid release, is there any skeletal remains of something, or maybe a sign of a void dragon?
Perception?
Roll. It's a decent safe roll. Because A, there's a dread dragon here, and B, there must be your allied dragon, must be somewhere else, so.
Oh. As you jab the beacon in and wait for it to locate you all in this place, as you scan the horizon, Groomcloak, you don't really see. Well, you see the carnage that you did. You do see several remnants of the bodies of the creatures you fought, although they're kind of seemingly getting sunk into the grass.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna use those.
Hey, can he see something else? Someone else? Smiley face.
I don't know. Are you using stealth?
Yeah.
Still.
No. In fact, he's chasing something. A small beetle.
Oh
You
my
see him ahead.
Yeah, over to the north, about like 200 feet, you just see a small little swarm of beetles, and you see a familiar gnome just with a wanderlust just chasing after.
I was wondering when you would show up again.
See if I can do it funny.
He catches one in his hand and he opens it and it's finished.
Do you think I can reach? Ooh, I can. Ooh, would Grim Cloak do that? Hmm. You know what? I think my head can take it if I do this. It makes sense in character that suddenly see my head chasing a bug in the distance. Like, nope, nope, nope. I cast an Ice Storm on him.
Cast what?
Ice Storm on what I think what looks like my head. It's like, nope, that's not my head. I'm gonna just shoot it.
What do they need to succeed?
A deck saving throw.
Wait, Ice Storm?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Ice Storm.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No, I'm afraid not.
You just fizzled it out.
Yeah, it's gone. You don't know what happened to it, but it's gone, and I'm marking something off my sheet.
And with that, I pretty much shout.
It's just.
It appears there is an apparition of Mahet in the distance. I tried to cast something on it, but it disappeared.
And that is just mad.
There's
Are we,
just-
cer-
Oh yeah.
are we certain? I'm not so sure.
Nero
Well, it
would
looks like
kind
it.
would kind of, as she was kind of looking at Titia in kind of admiration and awe, staring at her as her gaze darkens and she looks at the gnome and just screams in his direction, "You owe me money!"
You see him, and he's getting closer and closer until he's about like 100 feet off. Oh, there you are.
Where did you all go? You've been looking for
I've been chasing the Speedo through space and time.
Really?
Okay.
No, I made it up. Anyways, what are you doing?
Okay, now I believe it's him, but I have even more questions about him. He adjusts his mask.
Well, you know, classic adventuring stuff.
Where are we? I thought I was no more than a mile away.
First of all, can you please explain what the hell you did on my roof?
He thinks for a second. I didn't do anything to your roof. Though I think lightning struck it. Yes, I remember. I made a lightning rod.
That is surprisingly logical.
We already have this. Never mind. I'm not going to try to reason. I'm just going to not. And she kind of mumbles to herself and walks a bit away from the whole situation.
Who wants a cookie?
First,
I do.
An explanation where you
I give him a cookie to bust. Mint chocolate chip.
Damn.
Mint chocolate chip. Okay.
Cookie chip.
Noms.
Info declines.
Yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, no, Cal is. Yeah, I dropped monkey, so you could talk.
Okay. I just assumed monkey was dropped. Anyway.
Yeah.
Monkey.
First, I would like an explanation of where you went.
I went off to chase the beetle. Speaking of which, have you seen the beetle?
Kalis kind of gives
Oh,
gives Mahet like an incredulous look, like he knows that's bull.
Hey, Kalis, could you like get closer to the mic because you're very low?
I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Oh man.
I don't know how to make it any louder. Is that better?
Better, yeah.
well, about that beetle, we found it. We found where it was leading us.
Can I insight
Yes.
check that?
You can roll an insight check if you want, but also, yeah, there is, Matt, to your amazement, there is also, amidst your party members, a 12-foot tall creature seemingly made of jade.
Oh, I didn't include modifier there.
You. Kalis, you can add a d10 to that.
Oh my god.
Okay, that is 22, 20,
5.
25.
Pretty neat. 1 second. I'm sorry, I need to pull up the
Need to check your
The
character
updated
sheet
version.
as well.
Yeah, it's been a bit, man.
Da-da-da-da. Ooh. Yeah, no. 25 would see through your deception.
I mean,
Unless.
unless
They
do I?
said no.
How much of an asshole do I want to be?
No.
How much of an asshole do I want to be? The answer is yes. I'm a professional. With that said, yeah, no, I can do that. He can't stop me. No, he doesn't see through me. I'll DM why Araxis, but he doesn't.
Huh?
Mahed just has a nuh-uh.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
I've decided no.
I have a canonical, very funny reason why, but I'm not gonna say it.
You're allowed to.
Okay.
It'd be fun.
I imagine Kalias wants to like fucking lean in and just see if this guy is lying, stares at my head as my head's one eye who was staring dead, and Kalias just swerves left off, which makes it extremely distracting. Like, nah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how it happens. There.
Kind of walks halfway back to the whole thing, just stares at my head and holds out her hand in a demanding way.
I give her a mint cookie.
Okay.
It's a great cookie.
He's got you there.
I'm sure that's at least worth at least 5 copper.
I do not think you are going to get any money out of him.
Money?
Yes, you owe Nihilum money.
What?
You did burn her roof.
Did? I thought the lightning did that.
Who attracted the lightning? You almost got it.
Could have burned down the house with your.
Oh no! Let me just get a few and pulls out. And I have a question, DM. How heavy is 1,000 gold?
Oh my!
It's heavy.
Let me
Pretty heavy.
Let me quickly think. It would be 1,000 gold would be, oh god, about 27 pounds.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you, yeah. So he kind of like just tosses you something, as the bag of holding kind of just fails. And 1,000 gold drops like right in front of you, half on you.
It's just on the grass.
It just spills onto the ground. Oh well. He waddles off to the side for a second. Gnomes on another cookie.
My
Nihilum
head,
gets up and punches him in the face.
my
Ow!
my head literally does this to Neil. Just fucking throws coins.
No, I punch him.
You push.
I punch him.
I mean, it's not very hard. It's not. He's kind of
That
distracted
was
at the
like
moment.
nothing almost. Yeah.
We're all attacking my head now.
Yeah, Neil.
Everyone, get their swing in.
And I'm stressed.
Unarmed
I
strike
flip-
for you is
Can
just
I flip my head upside down and
Strength.
start shaking the money out of it?
strength +1. You can suddenly pick him up.
You hit him for 2 hit points.
Yeah, you punch him. You take 2. You hit for 2 damage.
Damn.
Ultimate pain and suffering.
Okay, can I make it so it's like a proper slap in the face, so he at least feels like something bad has happened? I will make it so.
Sure, you can punch him again. Also, can't I imagine that fucking my head starts doing squeaky noises every time somebody punches him.
Yeah.
I'm-
It's
I'm,
literally
Okay,
like, you
I
know.
would try one more thing.
Hey,
Can I
Kalis.
make it? Sorry.
Alright,
Yeah.
Since everyone else is doing these shenanigans, Kalis is going to start attuning to the sword.
Good idea. Good idea.
Kayla's going to do something else first. The beacon.
Yeah, he shoved the beacon. You're waiting as it pulses, but no massive crevices, nothing is occurring. By all means, it seems to work, but you know. So yeah, what's the plan?
After that, Nihilum kind of brushes off her clothing and turns to Titia. It's like, I'm truly, truly, truly sorry about that. It's the whole thing.
I am unknown, not a thing.
Do you wish me to strike him down?
No.
As she
No.
says that,
No.
she seems to like do a motion, almost like holding a hammer, and then you see just a fucking giant ass obsidian mace appear in her hand as you just fucking puts it in her hand.
That won't be necessary. He's a part of our group. He's just been absent.
He's currently still useful.
I see.
Jerkbug just groans in annoyance.
Nihilum sort of sigh and says, they're right. And we did look for him.
She seems to acknowledge all of it and looks a bit confused at the obsidian mace. And then you just see her casually, very nonchalant, like a child throwing a snowball as she chucks the obsidian mace, and it fucking flings with a shockwave. It goes maybe 1,000 feet, and you can fucking see a sudden cloud of what seemed dirt and dust getting lifted in the area.
I clap.
Kalius, is the beacon working?
Also,
or is
hello, I am Mahet.
Yeah, Araxis, is the beacon not working?
The
Like,
beak-
It's been much faster.
Yeah.
previously.
I mean, by the way it looks, like you did everything as previously. The beacon usually does work. I mean, it doesn't do anything, which is, I mean, it pulses. You don't know if it's taking its time to connect.
Is he leaving us on red?
Who knows? You didn't.
Wow.
You didn't ask
Could it-
for
I'm
Sorry.
didn't ask.
missing our.
Hmm?
Oh. No, go ahead.
You
DM
didn't.
first.
Yeah, you didn't ask for any like what happens if it doesn't work questions. You're kind of like, I mean, it does pulse like it does previously. You just don't know why it's taking so long.
Could it
Good.
be the location?
I think a certain friend might be interrupting things. Let alone, we still do not know where our dragon companion is. And if they're unharmed,
Nilum takes out a noose and points it towards the beacon and just asks, "Is something wrong with it? Why is it not working?"
I do not know. Perhaps it is less an automatic thing and more of a message sent to Rhett.
Hmm.
Hey, DM,
We're
is
still in
anyone
the
watching?
yellow swamp, right?
Is anyone
No.
watching? Could you
anyone
roll it?
watching what?
I think my head asked the question if anybody's watching.
This is an important question.
My head, could you
Oh,
roll
sorry.
me?
I'm busy.
Could you roll me a perception check?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sure
Yeah.
thing. Let's see. Yeah, not running concentration.
For once, nobody is watching.
For
Imagine.
once, nobody is watching. Peace.
People
Peace
are
at
staring
last.
at my head.
People are staring at my head, and I am staring at the world. 40.
Oh God.
Fuck, you have 20 pops.
Don't worry about it. This is
Don't worry
very
about
normal.
it. My head.
Don't worry about it. Just, hey, don't stare at my character sheet over the computer screen, you little gremlin. Back to your seat.
Backseating
The perks of living with your player.
is now my head just has to look at his character sheet, like has to put it in his like USB.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna put it on the other monitor where she can't
Dang
see it
it.
as easily.
Oh man.
Little gremlin behavior.
Well, so you quickly look around. You see, 40, 45 feet of green grass that has been not tainted or polluted and has been purified of this corruption. You look beyond into the horizons, into the yellow marshes. They're sticky, wet, and full of pus and plague. Looking beyond them, in the horizon of those marshes, you see a child staring at you. But that is not a child, Mahet. You know this. This is the Lady of the Yellow Marshes. You know of this. You read of this. You know how dangerous it is to stay here. And then you look at the sun, or I guess the space where the sun is, as there is still quite a bit of fog and clouds in the sky. It stares at you yet, and beyond it you can feel a presence approaching, and it makes you slightly unsettled. Just a little bit too far out of reach.
Something unsettled my head. Warning, danger, danger.
Oh no! I think we've been seen.
Seen by what?
A child.
What child?
Are you gonna point?
You pointed the kid like a mile away.
If you point, I'm
Can
gonna make a
can I see
perception
the
check as
child?
well.
No.
Let's see the child.
Sure,
Can I make
you
perception
can.
check for
You
Do I
can.
have permission to see child?
that? Okay. Dang it.
I was more asking if the child was visible.
Ah,
Perception check?
sure.
Oh, fair.
Sure.
So I'm just
So D10 to that. So I also wanna know.
Nihon has gotten used to that power. I'm so proud of you.
So there's a lot looking at us. Since the beacon is not working, shall we check if our dragon companion is still nearby? Kind of worry about them.
Fucking creepy. Oh.
Grim ignores it in my head.
Mahet, to be honest, your charade gets tiring at times.
Neelan, if you could blow the horn.
Yes, let us blow the horn and see if the beacon works elsewhere. I think that might be the reason. It's not working.
We don't have.
Oh, Helios! You look over the horizon moment. It's like I see a point. You know, child. All of a sudden, just looking at the thing, you suddenly see to your immediate right, maybe like 250 feet in the grasses that are not tall. You know, they're tall, but they're not like they're like 3.5 feet tall. Through those tall grasses, now significantly closer, you see these yellow amber eyes and what seems to be an elfish face staring through them. Could you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
You're a barbarian. You're fine.
Yeah, you can roll with advantage because you are a barbarian.
Ooh. Flex his muscles, scares
Fucking
child.
Lego face.
21.
Ooh.
As you stare at her face, all of a sudden you see her perfect elvish curves and features starts to twist and mangle. You start to see the face break off and rot, and suddenly an urge overcomes your body to throw up as you start to feel something in your neck
Is
jiggle.
there actually something in my neck?
As you
Oh, God.
compose yourself with a 21, no, there is nothing. But then when you look back at the place where that displeasure came from, the face is gone.
I think it would be best if we leave quickly.
Yep, how's the dragon going?
Neelan,
Yeah,
if you could.
Nihilum is using the car keys now.
No, it's more like a fucking a horn is blown, and
The horns
after
have gone. The horns are blowing. Gondor calls for aid.
I was thinking more the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
hey,
Satellite phone.
good 18 or 18 seconds or so pass, and from above you see a familiar silhouette that lands not really to the ground, but like starts to levitate. And yes, it is in fact your Ubers.
Right,
Your Ubers
everybody
here.
on. We are out of here. Thank you for your hospitality, Lady of the Swamp. Now, everybody, let's go. I think we've overstayed our welcome.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Nihilum would start climbing on the dragon.
At least Grimclock's size is really seeing the dragon.
Mhm. So, all of you get on, I assume.
Well, there's this one thing. Can the giant lady get on the dragon?
Well, he's
Or can she
gonna
fly?
get on it. She tries to get on. The dragon starts to screech and shake.
That's what I thought.
Where you will be heading, the Titia just looks at the Unihilum.
I suppose to pay the brother another visit.
Cannot make. Take yourself to the sky and follow me. When we're out of the Yellow Marshes, land, and then you can try your beacon once again.
Yes,
Alright.
and might I suggest, since we're near here, we avoid any civilizations, like, oh, I don't know, Olash.
Do not lecture
such-
me, boy. As she does another
it
motion.
was more for us and a dragon, because, void dragon. Sorry.
She proceeds to do a same motion with her hands, like with the first hammer, but this time comes out what seems to be out of this greenish, just greenstone, not really jade, too blank. And then she looks with it with a satisfied smile as she does a motion of like somebody trying to throw it slightly into the ground, and you see like the Moses parted the ocean. You see a fucking miles of yellow marsh turn into this green pasture in almost like 30 feet wide line. Just goes directly through everything. And you can see that line just goes rapidly for miles in matter of seconds. And as she does that, he takes a few sudden steps and dives headfirst into the grass and disappears.
I was walking with the leaves.
Miriam kind of stares and says,
What?
"How are we supposed to follow her? That's..." She kind of points at that. It's like, what?
Well, at least there is only one green streak throughout the whole of yellow, so not that difficult to
Perhaps ask the dragon if they
Quest line.
can track him.
Bro, they left the quest line. Just follow the green line.
Yeah, follow the grass. Follow
Okay,
the
I guess the grass.
Oh,
Sounds so disappointed.
you
What do
take
you have against grass, Blaster? Have you ever
I'm-
touched any?
I'm sorry, I've been
Touch some.
sick for a week, so I am just very
Oh,
out of it.
Care.
Go touch some grass.
Oh, don't worry about it. Your character is now disappointed in everything. It's okay.
well.
Well, I mean, if you've seen most of the world, what's there to excite you anymore, right?
Oh no,
Oh
he
my-
did.
Monster
Why is he
Hunter
keep
Wilds
becomes
coming down
depressed?
next year?
Fair point.
Is Bluster in
Video
his
games?
middle-age arc now? Crisis. He needs to get his new Mustang.
No, we got a Mustang. It's the Void Dragon.
Fair enough. Well, about 6 minutes later and about 20 miles east, you do track the streak that eventually ends in the marshes. Like the marshes ends and there's just normal plains, but the streak keeps going. And the streak seems to go into the forest, which is, relatively like 30, 40 feet high, nothing big. Very generic. Although, one thing is not very generic, as you now see a very large, like a Blaster in your comparison. The world fucking size tree is starting to just emerge.
Ah,
You'll see about maybe like 200 feet wide, and in course of like a minute, from like 150 to like 700 foot tall oak tree with this ashen pale white bark start to just emerge. And as you fly to it, you see at the very top of the tree, as the tree is rapidly actually expanding upwards, you do see Titia on one of the most highest of the branches, literally holding off to nothing except one of her hands and one of her legs. If the twig snaps, it's a long fall. But you don't think it's gonna... Yeah, she just brought her herself for no reason, you know.
You would just kind of stare at. Oh, the building. Wait, that is beautiful.
And also, we're attracting attention with it. The thing we want to avoid. Ah, well.
Frank,
Attention!
We're kind of stopping the end of the world, so I don't think attention is really what we should be worried about.
All of a sudden, you start to notice on the branches something that, you know, weren't there. The trees are rapidly the branches are rapidly growing and expanding, and suddenly you see in your peripheral visions in the higher branches of the tree avian life. Not like small birds. You see griffins, wyverns, and greater rocks. Especially the raven rocks that could probably, their wingspan could fit free of your void dragon. There is at least a dozen of them, all perched or flying next to their branches. But so can you roll me a nature check and a history check? Same for Nihilum, Grimcloak, Kalias, and Mahet. You can roll them straight. Kalias, Grimcloak, you can roll with disadvantage.
Nature disadvantage?
No, a Grimcloak and Kalias with disadvantage, history and nature. Everybody else a straight roll.
Alright, nature is going to go
think I'm gonna
first.
bother.
Nature.
And then history. Alright. Those are my
I'm not
rolls.
gonna bother.
Damn
Kalis
it.
is attuning to the sword.
Bro's focused. He has the grind set. He has the will to survive.
Knowledge! That's for nerds. Blade.
While
So
you
nature
were
is
studying
17.
the rock, I was studying the blade.
We'll do keep lower one. And what's the other one? History. That is +7. That's a
Yeah.
16. That's not bad. I avoided that. No, that's keep higher one. No, that's an 8. Sorry, my history's in that one. My bad.
Yeah. Okay, so plus did you roll for both as well?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I
11, 19.
did. Yep.
And what about you, Mahet? Oh, Mahet 24, 25. Let's go. Let's see. Blister, Nihilum, Grimcloak. All of you, well, all of you do know the fact that several years ago, out of nowhere, in the northern part of the Empire, the World Tree of the World. A second, I need to remember to look at its name.
A little crispy.
Oh, shut up! I know why it's crispy. Okay.
I had nothing to do with that.
I mean,
Well, yeah, but Het hasn't had anything
yeah,
to do with
but
it.
yeah, the Great World Tree of Tat, essentially burned down. because of a demon incursion, literally on top of the tree. The Erkochran guardians that were, that were there evacuated because that was their will. Because they could do nothing of it, because the prophecy was that eventually it will just be burned down. However, because Mahet, you rolled so well, you also, because of your background, of your peculiar profession, of your past that you now are more familiar with, many things have occurred, many benefits were gained, and somewhere, you don't know by what machination, but the information has been vetoed 3 times over as correct. A handful of wish spells were made, and observations were made, and theories have been crafted that after the burning of the tree, and in between that and 87 years after, there will be a new tree that will be emerged somewhere in the same continent. It will not have the capabilities of the first, nor the origin was divine, how it would emerge. But all that you could well gather is the druids either will have a very good day, like a celebration that their prayers have been answered, and then a schism that no one in the Doran Empire has seen to this day will occur again. As the druids will gather and then try to gain control of it, and a conflict will start once more.
Not again.
As a player, I have a bad feeling about this.
So, you're all on the Void Dragon. Would you just try to go to Titia, or what would you do? The tree keeps growing and is now. You're just gonna ask to be flown next to her so you can give her a cookie.
Yes.
She will pick up the cookie with a bit of confusion, and then, well, because the cookie is so fucking small in her hand, she just literally opens her mouth and just puts it in. You don't see her chew, you just see a swallowing motion in her closed mouth. And there's really no response of emotion if it was good or not. Just genuine curiosity.
So I'm
That's
guessing.
my mission is done.
So I'm guessing that the tree is where we have to put the beacon on top of.
No, actually, at this point, the tree has grown close to 2,000 feet from the ground. It is going about 120 feet every like 10 seconds. It is rapidly getting more and more vertical and more expansive, as the small forest below that was accompanying is now, well, no longer a forest. There is just now this pseudo crater that has been made by this tree.
Hey. You see Griff goes, hey. Okay, for everyone you with your passive insight, you just like Grimcock is like, you can sense the confusion and annoyance of just, oh, the tree was not for there. Why do we sprout a world tree? He wants to shout that. He wants to shout it. Like, why did we sprout a world tree then? Like, he doesn't know. He's just annoyed by that.
Boy's been given too many mysteries in a row.
Then the lady looks back at all of you. But yes, I guess you can plant the beacon in one of the branches if they're thick enough, and then you can get us a passage to my brothers. How it's gonna be?
Well, I assume we would fly closer to the tree. You would want to turn to Titia and say, I know we said that before, but I hope you're prepared for the fact that your brother really isn't in the best condition. He's not doing well.
He hears you, she understands you, but she does not change her face muscles at all, nor does she react in any way. So, I assume you would land in the tree and hopefully implant the beacon and hope that this would be enough.
Yeah, higher up, higher elevation, boost the signal.
Boy, we're literally just holding the phone up real high right now.
How's the reception? Fucking awful. This is a ground line, not the satellite. Anyway, yeah, you place another beacon in one of the thicker branches on the tree. The beacon begins to again glow bright orange up and down, as you can start to see clouds pass through the tree and all of you, as well, you are over a mile up in the sky and you seem to be going higher. At first, for the horizon was, quite vast. Well, you guess, almost like 100 miles on all sides. And you look to the south, maybe like 40 miles, and then just endless ocean as far as I can see. Takes you a few more minutes. You're more significantly higher. You can estimate close to maybe 2 miles. And finally, the beacon goes, and all of a sudden, this awkward angle hallway opens up in the actual bark. The bark doesn't disintegrate into sand, but it does just spark and makes this wooden archway. And you suddenly see through the other side a very confused Red looking at you. As you look at each other through this, newly made passageway, it's kind of in this angle where you almost need to like jump into this into this fucking archway to get to the hallway, and seemingly vice versa. Nevertheless, Red looks a bit confused looking down until he just very cautiously says, "Hello? You made any progress?"
Oh, I am mad.
Yes. We found her.
And she made a world tree. You get this. Yeah, the tone of the voice. The group is like.
You see a similar reaction. A what? A genuine confusion, as then you all of a sudden see Red just jump like nicely off the ground, and you see his boots are basically in the in the hallway, in the archway, and they just kind of sink or I guess goes towards you, and he basically jumps out of the other side onto the tree and almost loses his footing as he finally gets on the actual tree, which is still going up, by the way. You're at the one of the top branches, basically, but it still goes up. As you see Red looking around, suddenly you wouldn't believe, but you kind of see that this man right here, this demigod, well, god, but basically humanity's ingenuity, he's seemingly afraid of this fight, or maybe just appalled by so much nature around him.
There.
He quickly looks around and looks at you, Grimcloak. Where is she? Then he eyes around and sees something familiar. And he starts walking up the branch that you're on, higher and higher.
He just being looking up and then looks at the rest. Well, this is going to be interesting. And you just see Grimcloak, he's not going to sit, he's just going to sit down and just look up with his arms folded. Like he's just going to watch a show happen.
Well, suddenly, the entire tree vibrates. Suddenly, the sensation of you going up stops. You're maybe close to 3 miles. You look down, you see thin layers of clouds covering the surface. And you can see quite a bit. Suddenly you see Rhett making his way down. His face is red with fury, and then you see Titia follow by, realizing that she's not really holding on to the tree. She's kind of like all the tree branches, all the leaves seem to just bend to her, almost like giving her, like, basically mold around her in order to make her passage as comfortable as possible downwards.
Moss or mold?
Mold, like as in shape. Yeah, mold.
So mushrooms, technically.
No, as in everything just kind of shapes around her when it comes to nature to make her passage go down easier and comfortable. Well, no, not mold.
Tree stride.
Moss. You mean moss? This stuff.
No. It's not moss that shapes, it's branches, bark, leaves, everything.
Okay,
I said...
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Rhett looks at all of you. And then he with clearly lost some cool, says, "Do not dally, well done, get in."
I guess you have to get into the beacon portal?
Yes.
Okay. You see Grimclaw getting up and nodding. Also, thank what was her, the lady of the swamp. And then Grimclaw just go through the portal.
Oh. How many of you actually gonna go and how many are you gonna
Oh, yeah.
text?
we're going.
Am I able to attune to the sword while still
Nope.
traveling through the portal? Damn.
Oh my.
I'll just have to start it back up.
You need like an hour. I had to like okay, calm down. Just don't move that much.
AK, when next time we go to bed, you just stay up an hour longer.
So
You can pick up knitting.
yeah. So all of you go in, right? Nobody's lost on the plot.
Nope. Nobody lost in the source.
But I do have one thing I forgot to ask for. They keep talking about this Mr. Intention. No, Mr. Attention. It's Mr. Attention that's looking after us. We have to avoid at all costs. Can I see if I spot this Mr. Attention?
Mr. Attention,
No,
the one that is beyond the sun.
if that's who they're referring to, I mean, if that's who I think they're referring to, of course. I feel like we're being watched right now by this Mr. Attention I keep talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll me another perception check.
Thought it's coming from beyond the sun.
Let me just look back real quick. Sniff.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Just, 30. Just look, squint.
You don't see anything unusual now. Which makes you go on high alert.
Clearly. But I follow the plot.
So
Could be there after.
you all go in, including Titia and Ret, as she actually gets not like very politely walked in. She gets shoved with actual force and violence down the portal as she just kind of goes flying in the room with the eldest son. Her body ragdolls through the floor for a good 20 feet until it stops.
That's... Well...
Yeah.
That felt uncalled for. Grimclaw was not happy with that.
Well, you can see Red is very not pleased at all. You can ask if you wish.
Okay, we'll ask. I would not normally question the way of the divine, but was that shove necessary for your revived sibling?
Not about the revival of my sibling. It's about the one she picked to be revived by.
But we know this was the only way. Alas. And Grimclaw decides to silence right after.
Can I insight check Red?
Sure. Common insight.
Guys have not been nice to me, but we'll see. Oh, okay. Plus 22.
Hey, give me a second. Let's change the music because we're back at this. There you go. Oh. Well, you quickly look at Red's face. You see genuine anger, fury, rage. But also you see disappointment and a bit of fear. You can see that Titia's actions, the way she acquired his body, displeasement is I mean, it's a word that you could use not to the full extent of the emotion that he's feeling at the moment. Clearly he had other options in mind. He also seems to be mad at all of you because you didn't ask about his expertise or advice. And from the information that you gathered, Nihilum, the fact that the Lady of the Yellow Marshes is, well, some way related to Tiamat, which in a way is the sworn enemy of the Empire of the eldest son of Ret. There's a sudden understanding that you see in Red's face where the fear clings on that this entity, this Titia that is in front of you, could even not be Titia, it could be someone else. Something could be modified and changed to her. One more of Tiamat's schemes potentially.
Okay.
Any other people want to speak up, say something?
Well, I don't have this knowledge, so
No, I know, but still, you did see.
okay. First, Araxis, where are we right now?
You're back.
You didn't
You did went through the portal. You're back at the place, the massive sand room where the eldest sits on the throne.
Okay.
Yes.
Has there been any change?
You see the eldest still on the throne. You see Red has put up some metallical benches from his archway that seems to be permanent on his side, with some trinkets, archaic inventions on it. Besides that, not really. Seemingly endless hallway that goes from one side to another and a throne in the middle.
Okay.
I would take that time to start to try to attune to my sword.
Anybody else?
I will as well.
Okay.
Also attune to my sword. Sorry.
Bluster?
Yes, we're both attuning to the same sword, of course.
switches swords, attuned to each other's swords.
Matt
the
just
one
starts
Steve
eating a giant mushroom.
It's like Steve.
I'm gonna
Rogers
attune to my
with
book.
Thor in
Wait, I
his-
should already be attuned to it.
It's a small one.
So, am I aware of what Nihilum picked
No.
up?
Helium.
Okay, then.
Unless she tells you, no.
Okay. So I would just be, I guess, what's the next step?
Who do you ask?
Just in general. It's just a blanket question.
The blanket.
Red does walk to Titia and just kind of stands as Titia gets off the ground. And mind you, Red is about like 6.5 foot tall looking gnome. Titia is about 12 or 11.5 foot tall. There's a size discrepancy. They seem to stare at each other. Suddenly you realize, all of you, same as Ollie and the eldest have their own opposites. These two are the opposites of each other. They do not like each other one bit.
Hmm.
I'm gonna.
I
Do
guess
I
that
have?
makes sense.
Do I have to speak up?
I mean, it's your call. If you want to wait it out.
Then I'll just speak up. I understand the sibling hostility, but there's still a world in danger, and there's still a god sitting on a throne that is not in good health. And there's still a quest we have to finish.
Persuasion check.
Oh, I have to persuade them. This is gonna go horribly wrong.
Yeah, no, it's more like persuade to make sure that they don't look at you like, what the fuck? Oh, good. It wasn't a persuasion of, oh, he's talking sense. It was a persuasion of, you just interrupted a family feud, you, a stranger.
I know.
Yeah.
Chaotic good. World in danger. World is a bit more important than a family feud right now. But yeah, 21.
Yeah, I know. Oh, let me check. They look at each other.
Any of them seem in the mood for a mushroom?
Bro,
Mushroom, bro.
This is an important question.
I can. This is good. I know this is gonna be in my head in the next following few dozen sessions, but with a giant. Oh
I was thinking more.
no! Actual food mushroom, not mushroom drug.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
think
yeah,
this
the
is gonna
food
be
mushroom.
him if he keeps
Yeah,
this up
definitely.
and keeps. If they keep pestering him, or he gets.
But can I roll an insight to see mushroom necessity, like mushroom meter right now?
Sure,
Yeah,
roll me an
really.
insight check. Anyway, Grim Cloak. The words do reach both of them. They give a glance to both of you, even at your with your mask. Do you feel two separate tugs at your body? Just not physically, but mentally, and it makes you slightly break out in sweat until Titia's gaze suddenly shifts to the throne, and then suddenly all that worry that she spouted out seemingly caught on to her as surprise, fear, and panic crosses her face as she just goes sprinting at it.
So no to the mushroom.
Nobody in your party, maybe your companions, who knows, not in the mood for some raw mushroom, no.
Shit, I eat it myself.
Okay. So while Titia is doing that,
Alexis, Mahet should roll a nature check to see if he got a hallucinogenic mushroom.
Oh, believe me, it's not a hallucinogenic. Believe you me, this man eats only one kind of mushroom.
I got my private supply.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
I believe that.
He's
Why?
so scared.
I believe you.
This is literally my head at the moment. Hey, you want some mushrooms? Pretty good.
Can I offer you a mushroom in this trying time?
My head.
Anyway.
Sure, yeah.
Anyway, I actually also approached Red. But, carefully, because I'm a bit nervous. There was something else with a purple liquid, a signal of Tiamat. And I pull out the bottle of purple ichor from when, the dragon got drunk.
About it? About that?
No,
Huh?
that's happened. That's happened since the last time we talked to him.
Oh, we did already, yeah. Wait.
Yeah, you
that was
did.
a note.
You-
Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'll ignore that one. I'll just remain seated.
That's also when I learned that the sun is haunted.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I went back to my notes and I couldn't find it, but now I found it. Of course I did found it
Found it.
because
Oh,
apparently when pressing the save button it appeared.
did you hear that the sun is haunted? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Did you hear about
No, I was chasing a beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, the
no,
sun's
he's been gone for a lot of
Uh,
stuff.
Oh.
This
So,
one's
Well,
haunted.
not, bro. It's not like you were gonna find the beetle by yourself. Sweats.
I'll Blester will fill him in.
yeah.
I feel like Blester has the most patience with
Oh
with
yeah.
my.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, fair.
It's all right, guys. I'll fill Mehet in on what he missed later.
Needham kind of turns to the group and is like, "So, are we supposed to do something else now? It feels like
Well,
a
let's-
kind of a private situation for them."
Let's hang back just a sec unless they tell us to come forward. And then we'll go from there. Once business has been tended to.
Indeed. For now, we cannot. The only lead we have to attach is to finding. You can very much hear him see taking a deep breath, but you can sense the intention of his words, of his well, the tension of his word. What he's about to say next. Her. You just sense that he's angry, pissed. There's venom in the words.
What?
Yeah, it's concerning. I mean, we got the sister back. Sure, not on the kind of opposed sibling rivalry, but nothing that
Not
helping their brother couldn't handle, couldn't mend,
and meant our lead for tax.
unless there's
but
something else.
Perhaps
going on that we don't know.
relationships between gods are more complicated.
Elias, you're really low.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
you're.
course they always are, but trying to rationalize them in the best way we can understand is also,
All of a sudden, you see the head of the eldest son punch forward as you hear a stone-like snap as the head goes off the shoulders and impacts the sand in front of it. You see the massive obsidian form starts to crackle and break and turn into dust in the throne. As you see Titia that was basically holding its hand lets go, and you see this black swirly mist between her fingers that she now covets closely with both of her palms.
Does it look like his head got cut off by someone?
No, it looks like a statue suddenly witnessed eons of deterioration and became dust.
I guess
That makes sense. He was kind of old.
I
Red-
guess. But
He was kind of the eldest.
He was the eldest.
anyway,
So,
Oh no.
as Titia walks towards all of you, you see also Red that for briefest of second, saw this action as like hostility. Like actually like hostility, like there's about to be a fight. Until moments after he calms down, glaring at whatever she's holding in her arms. Titia walks up to all of you, quickly snapping one of her wigs growing from basically her skull. It envelops the swirling black mist in it. And now there is just how I couldn't even describe it how it's it's like a cotton candy uh ball that is now just swirling haphazardly somewhere around 8 feet. Doesn't go up, doesn't go down, doesn't make a sound, but you can clearly see that there is some sort of shadowy essence that is now there. This is all that remains of his soul. There's nothing less, nothing more.
I am going to assume it cannot be recreated.
No, but it can be revitalized.
Oh,
How so?
what is the
Well,
cost? Yeah, great
I-
what he says. What is the cost?
there are reagents I need. None that you possess, none of your civilizations remember. But I do have my supplies. I do have my laboratories. You will need to
If they-
traverse to Revendur. Oh. Seems to think on it for a second. You see, whenever she moves, the ball of shadows swirls around her. I cannot leave with you. I cannot go with you. For the shard of my brother's soul is delicate and weak. Any influence could taint it and convert it to an entirely different being. Any direct damage could end up just destroying it. So you will have to go to Revendur.
And what is a Revendur? Where is it? I have never heard of such a place.
It is considered or dubbed the first forest of humanity. It was my playground, my laboratory. I fashioned everything and all that walk this day on your earth. Those who fly, those who swim. True, many evolutions, de-evolutions, crossbreeding with other realms. Different factions, different schools of elements have occurred. But all beings on the planet have their proto-ancestor in the Revendur.
Like, you get goes like. So it is an ancient forest that may no longer exist, and your laboratory could also be in ruins.
Oh, it does exist. Whenever a spirit dies, they traverse there. They they feed the land, and when a creature is birthed, piece of it comes from Revendur. It's a cleansing cycle. If one stops, another stagnates and dies.
Okay, so since this has a little with the whole afterlife and death and reincarnation clearly thing, do I know of such a place from my studies?
No.
Would I?
No. No.
No, nobody.
You,
Ooh.
actually, yeah, that name, no.
This gets his attention because he's never heard of such a place.
No.
So consider his interest peaked. New place.
It is quite correct, young one. Well, Titia looks at you, Grimcloak. It is a place of rebirth, you could say, but it is localized. It belongs to this world. There are no Revenders, other planets, stars.
All right. So
Follow the dead. That is what you're saying, right? Follow the dead.
The dead go to Pharasma. There are no undead in Revender. There are difficult to explain. It's been so long since I've been there. Wish to see them maybe after, but to put it in perspective, it is, if you see yourself, your humanity, your progression throughout the ages, and each time you came back, you delivered a piece of your new founded knowledge to this afterlife, as you claim it. The piece stays there, the rest of you dissolves into nothingness. The piece may be consumed, it may be stored, it might be adapted, or maybe brandished into something new. And then eventually, that shard had grown big enough, somehow makes it back the material plane, and those people have the same humans but different, maybe smarter, maybe wiser, stronger, more intelligent, or prettier, and thus the cycle continues.
Grimcloak adjusts his mask and is just thinking.
But it's not the place for humans. You will not find their intelligent life. You will not find their humanoids. You will find their beasts. Avian, aquatic, land walking. Grimfolk is just fuck.
Grimcloak, I was like, I already figured there wouldn't be human life there. I am simply trying to deduce where this location would be.
Oh, I have the key to it. Nobody can just wander into it. It is my plane.
The only thing you can see Grimcloak doing is biting his head to hang low for a moment, but you know that anime mode that someone hangs his head low, it's like, oh, come on! But because he's back, you don't see his expression, he just hangs his head low, like, of course. It's like,
Question. How, in terms of time sensitivity, do we have time to take a rest first? That battle really took a lot out of me.
It looks at the shadow in this web. Looks back. Well, you do have several years at least.
Okay.
We do not have
okay,
several years.
Well, the question that does answer the question about the time dilation of your personal realm.
Every day inside, from this perspective, is about 2 weeks inside.
Hmm. Oh, say so. 2 weeks pass in there is only 1 day here.
Correct.
Ooh. All right. And well, and how would we be getting back?
Well, once you're inside, you don't really have a way out unless you reach my laboratory, and it does have a functioning gateway that leads to the material plane, and from that they assume you have multiple ways of traversing this plane.
Yes, of course. We have the dragon.
Good, good, good. So, what I would need from you are several reagents, all in the laboratory. And I advise you not to touch anything else that you do not know or do not understand. Those are reagents for tinkering with the concept of creation itself. They are not for mortal hands.
Then I
Alright.
have. Then I do have one question.
Gaze looks at you, yeah.
It is related to Tatch. For some reason, I am carrying the book related to Tatch, but I was given it as the Book of Zelatus. Do you know that name?
Seems to think on it, almost like a sudden memory got sprung with that name. Yes, I do, actually. They're actually one of the same, actually. Oh, wait, yes, of course. When you are at the sun, you walk, you cast a shadow. If you walk through multiple suns, multiple shadows are cast. Thatch is the one who walks, and Zalatus is one of the shadows. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, but at the same time, it also raises a few questions. Not that I do not need to answer, but it is so. Okay. Is he Grimgog thinking again?
Anyway, if you wish to write it down in your common tongue or what you will need from my labs in Brevender, I would like you to take him. She looks around, seemingly eager to see if any one of you is ready to write down stuff.
I think that will be a Lester moment.
Yep, I already have my book up and ready. And then I'll probably need spelling on that too.
If are the creatures there, would they be hostile to us? Would they attack?
She seems to think on it for a second. I would not really know. It's been a very, very long time since I've been there. Technically, it's been several times over since I been there compared to the times I made it, and then of course been there. The evolution could have put them in all sorts of ways. I assume it is still prosperous and quite active, seeing as this world is still running without interruption. Although she seems to look around and shake her head.
So if they do attack, will there be any harm that comes to this world if we defend ourselves?
No, you can kill them as you see fit.
Alright, assume neutral until proven otherwise.
Oh, would you ready to write down the reagents needed?
Yes.
Okay. So I will require the pouch of the dying dwarf star. I will require a concoction of refined life. I will require the tincture of sep. I will require one of each of primal gems. That'd be of ruby, sapphire, emerald, and topaz.
All back.
I'll require a refined void pearl. And I'll require my assistant's help. If all is in order, she will be the curator of my laboratories in my absence and should have maintained the inventory proper. She will behave. She knows those who are led into the plane are led in only by me. I would have no reason to ask questions otherwise.
So when questions, be on alert. Got it.
I suggest you be mindful, however. If you can find some docile species for significance of speed, that would be beneficial. The plane is several times as big as this plane. The material plane. Countless forest jungles easily to be lost. Look for mountain ranges with this. She wants to say something polite, but she bites her lip. This material that you see around you, this Neolithic bronze, this perversive metal, that is what my laboratory is made of to serve for extensive periods.
Alright. Nope.
Any
Look
questions?
for the mountains. Any suggestions on friendly creatures there, or is that just been too long for you to know if they're still there?
Too many things could have occurred since my absence. But a simple word of advice, well, look to the material plane and try to find its equivalent.
Ah, I see.
Oh, essentially find something that is horse-like.
Yes.
Horse, elephant, or unicorn, whatever. We'll find something.
I can grant you a gateway access now where you will be delivered.
May it wait for just for a while, for like, I'd say at least 12 hours while we rest and gather our strength.
Oh, she just kind of nods. Very well then.
Thank you kindly. It's like, I'm
Mortal
gonna turn
bodies.
around.
Our mortal bodies happen to have limits to our magic, I'm afraid.
Well, we have 12 hours, everybody. Rest up,
Alrighty.
do what you need to do.
Oh, it's been a. Oh, it's
One
been.
moment, we're
Eh?
Oh, so Mahet's still helping.
Yeah, he's still gone.
Yeah, so just because I'd like to have a conversation with Mahet.
He'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could call it.
I want to get something done and out of the way so I don't forget about it.
Don't forget to prepare the attuned item, like the notes on them.
I'm back.
Hmm.
I'm assuming that the list that I put in Dice Roll is correct, right?
Yes. Actually, not set with a T, but with a P. Sep.
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 Oh, okay.
Yes.
Then, since we have 12 hours, it means we still have a few hours to do something. And okay, then I'm gonna say it's Grimcloak. I still need to go to Alea. There is something I need answered.
Well, then go right ahead. I ain't gonna stop you.
Is our dragon friend nearby?
Well, technically no, because now there's not only the passage to Rhett's workshop, but also there's now the passage to the World Tree, to the new World Tree. Quotation marks.
God, I hope that thing's well hidden.
Man,
Okay.
it would be a shame if somebody burned it.
Maybe yes.
I'm sorry,
Is
but
that-
you'd have to take a specific person to there to fulfill the destiny
Okay.
of burning it.
No one would ever do that.
Okay. Right, Kilias? Anyway, then Grimclog will just take the passage to the World Tree if it's still open.
Yep. It is. Although
And-
you kind of need to jump into it. It's at the very
guess it-
fucking awkward angle.
I'll go with the jump into the awkward angle.
You jump You land on a massive big branch, and you can see, yeah, it's the portal is like at a 45-degree angle. It's kind of awkward.
Missed the shots. I look around because this is where the last time I saw Ishkar. Is Ishkar there, or did they just go away?
No, Ishkar is basically on the tree branch below, just kind of chilling, idling, minding its own business. You look around though. You start to notice that there are figures in the sky, levitating below. Quite a lot. 40, 50. Seemingly all, yeah.
Then I probably know who these people are. Okay. I'll go to Ishkar first,
Uh-huh.
and I'll just say, "Do you know who's glancing at the tree?" Yeah, I'm just asking because if they know, they know.
It looks, clearly it doesn't know. Nor does it really care, but it looks of it.
I have a feeling I know who these people could be, or these figures at the very least. I I could inform them if I think I know who these are, or do I focus? He turns to Iskar. Do you know where Olea is by any chance? Your master? Because I still have this vial that of Icar. Apparently, she has more knowledge of it, especially since her enemy Tiamat sent it as a signal of some sort.
Well, it doesn't give you a response, but clearly its eyes, uh, its eyes look up into the sky clearly, seemingly to be tracking something.
I follow the gaze.
It's clouds.
Darn it. Well, then I guess it's like, clouds. All right then. So, I'm gonna do something risky, but I might as well. Let's see. Yeah,
Okay, you figured it out. Give me a second.
I
I'm gonna go downstairs for a second.
time for Grimclaw to do something a bit more reckless.
And the big dice roll there.
It's a terrible day for rain.
Oy.
Okay.
Okay, what? Back.
Okay, Araxis.
Yes.
I'd like to prestidigitate a what's this called? A mark of about 10 feet in the form of an arrow pointing towards me on the bark. And I would like to follow it up by casting light on the thing to make it light up.
Uh-huh.
So that the figures know where I am sitting. So that they can come here and, talk to me. I'm signaling to come to me, basically, by using an arrow and a prestidigitation and a light spell. It's a quiz marker! Exactly! I'll be the quiz NPC.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm just going off what my character's instinct would be at this point, and I'm not. I don't know if these are the people I think they are, but it would make sense that these are the people I think they are, and why Grimplug would do this.
Before I did the reveal, because clearly you attract attention, who do you think these people are?
Probably the children of Mistra, or some of the Platinum Seas.
Oh, you're so fucking. My fucking heart, Jesus Christ. Yes, I need to. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry. Oh God, where's the? Hmm. Where's the music? Why is it not showing up? Let's see, will this work? Ah. See, hold on a second. There you go. Need to do this. Go.
Oh God, Diablo music.
So, you sit down, you carve into the tree trunk.
Using prestidigitation.
Yeah. But you basically manifest, basically, an arrow on top of yourself to showcase those who might look on that, hey, here you are. Come face me. Come talk to me. Have a conversation with me.
Yeah.
I am a quiz.
Stay a while and listen.
Exactly. So, fuck's sake. I need to do some rolls. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to do some rolls.
Go ahead. I know what I got myself into.
No, you don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
I know I got myself into problems.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Oh. Boy. Question: how close are you to the Void Dragon?
I think I'm like 5 feet away from it.
5 feet away from it. Very cool. Cool, so you're just chilling with the dragon, okay. Let me check. Oh my fucking god. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I'm gonna. I'm not gonna show this on the actual recording. It's gonna be in the dice roller thing because there's gonna be too many faces. But I'm gonna.
You see a giant, what looks to be flying boat.
No. Mind you, remember, if you played these games before, you will recall these characters because I don't switch out the profile pictures. So the first person who teleports is an older looking dwarven woman with mithril armor and what seems to be mithril helmet on top of its face.
Hey, it's Dwarf Mom.
The second person who immediately shows up behind her, where is the boy? Is an old, scrawny looking man. What would fit an archetypal wizard back and forth completely. Looking a bit confused, why is he here? And then just kind of waving at you, Grimcloak. Let's see.
And not acknowledge them?
Yeah. Oh god. Where is he? Where is he? Not you. Man, there's too many faces. Hold
All around me are
your faces. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up a second. Where is it? No. That'd be too fucking funny, but no. Where is it? Okay, Man, this.
It was just flashing before his eyes right now.
Hold on a second. I'm looking for a particular guy, but I can't find it. Where is he?
What does he look like? He's driving.
Are we talking like a specific tiefling?
Well, remember that okay.
No.
Anybody remember that one fucked up looking fake guy that took one of the paladins as his personal? Oh, there you go. And then behind you, Grimcloak, suddenly you feel a cold sensation as you look to your side, and in front of you, or just to your vision to the right, stands a lean 10-foot tall looking creature, pale, wearing white robes, face devoid of all emotion, yet something about this creature, just looking at it, looks like a fae.
I adjust my mask to avoid showing any emotion myself.
Dan, for this, could you roll me a perception check?
Naturally. Perceptione. Don't fail me now. It did fail me, but I don't think it succeeded me either way.
No.
11.
Give me a second. So you miss a handful more of people on the trees above.
Dang it.
You do realize that the spots below just gotta just vanish. Give me a second. Where's the final person I need? Why can I not find him? Oh, because I don't have him. I need to look at the D&D art storage. Hold up a second. Hold on a second. Let me find him.
Please
I'm
hold.
holding on.
Hold on. Actually, 2 people. My bad. 2 people, because they're 2 responsible motherfuckers at the moment. And where's the final one? Where's the fuck
Oh,
boy?
then it can't be Sergal then, because he was never a responsible motherfucker.
Where is...
That's not true. He was at the end.
Okay. Where the fuck is Nathan's character? Where is Nathan? I can't find him anywhere.
Which one?
You're looking for
I'm
himself.
pretty sure he's talking about
Nathan.
actually Nathan.
Nathan.
Oh, no, go.
Well, what you see as well, in black clad plate, just suddenly manifests also in front of you, but with his blade still in the hilt, although the hilt is clenched quite heartily. And then of course, as the final person emerges, you see a humanoid figure on a span of massive crimson wings. A beautiful lady with most of her head crimson red and fiery, but with a few strands of ashen strutting around. Yes.
Glow up? It was changed in the last.
So let's see. You have 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 pairs of eyes looking at you. And 8 of them are within the touch of you.
Wait.
Mhm.
Nathan doesn't have eyes.
Anyway, I guess Grimcloak tries his best to not be too startled at this sudden
I
appearance
remember.
and adjust his mask. I guess there's a mask again, and then who's the closest to him right now?
That would be the very imposing fey creature to your immediate right.
All
Yeah.
Hello, human. We've been trying to reach you about your cause extended warrant.
Bruh.
bruh. I guess I address him.
Hmm.
I see you've got my signal, and I do believe your interest lies in the sudden appearance of this tree.
Yes.
I know.
Have you made this tree?
Not me. More
I am my.
someone. Did my head come through the portal?
Did my head come through the portal?
I'm just randomly screaming that.
I mean, I'll allow it. It's your. If my head would follow Grimglow through the portal, you're allowed to do that. Grimglow did not check his back.
A second. Let me think.
Oh, this
But we
is.
do have 12 hours, and
Sure.
I did say.
Sure, for a pick. You know, I feel like he would follow Grimcloak. Keep an eye on him. You know, keep an eye on the people watching him. Grimcloak, you have a lot of people watching you. I just want you to know that.
Yeah. So just my bad goes like, "Hi, I have my head." He was Grimcloak's face under his mask.
You got stuck with babysitting, and the Kalius threw you in the portal like you could babysit him.
I apologize for my companion. Yes, I know who spawned this tree. It was an act of the one named Titia, does that ring any familiar bells?
Suddenly, a murmur of confusion of the name. People ask quickly, either to themselves or to other people, but seemingly nobody has an answer. The Fae with swiftness responds, "No, I do not." And then he peeks through the fucking portal that has been made. And on the other side, Nihilum, Blester, Kalius, you know, it was kind of like, you know, just like a window to the outside. As, you know, Red is like thinking what to do. Titia is like kind of like idling with the sphere, and you know, you're just kind of trying to set up and try to sleep, and all of a sudden, through the window to the portal to this tree, you suddenly see this lanky, pale ass fake creature with these like fully focused eyes just fucking staring you down.
I would be looking for Mahet, so I'd be searching that. It's like, portal's still open. Maybe he's went out. Oh. And if I'm not going through the portal, I'm just waving outside.
Kalis, with his resting bitch face, would just kind of glare at the people outside of the portal.
It would appear we have eyes on us.
The Fae stares.
Huh.
And the red just fucking squints his eyes in fury. This is a private matter. No more eyes are needed. And then he does a flicking motion towards the portal as it immediately closes off. Grimcloak. The portal suddenly snaps shut, and you see the beacon just shatters. Now leaving yourself, Mahet, the Void Dragon, and let me list down the list of people, if I can, because I want to call it here. So, Grimcloak, what will you do next time when you're surrounded by Fura, which is the fucking Fae guy next to you? Then of course you got God damn it, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. You got the Fae guy, you got the wizard guy, you got an angry dwarf mom, you got a cat girl, you got a draconic lady with red hair, you got a guy that is with a blindfold and looks like he has gills.
Wait, a draconic lady with red hair?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm assuming her appearance got inversed since we last saw her.
And also, of course, one thing that you notice with the beacon as the pieces are picked up, not picked up, but they're shattered, they're also picked up by this creature made of wood and steel with charred exterior and red crimson eyes.
Nice.
So yeah, with that, okay, good word of advice. If there is a world-changing event occurring and you don't know what's going on, the best thing to do is not to be like, "Hey, I'm here."
You oh boy.
I am so sorry, Grimcloak.
At least,
That's fine. I'd put him
at
myself.
least with Nathan there, they probably
Hmm.
won't kill you.
Listen,
Probably.
Maybe.
listen,
Immediately.
listen, Grimcloak. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it what's gonna happen, but let's just say the crew of the archipelago have witnessed your character before. and they do not like that character.
I figured that this is gonna be fun, but at least my head's here.
And
Oh
you're
god.
Hey,
off.
Leah's
Alright,
Grimcloak is gonna have a
I'm
very
with
fun.
you.
No, Leah's Grimcloak and potential Mahed is gonna have a very fun interrogation session.
Not to mention that the tree is very close to Olash and that whole place, so there's specific paladin group that's a couple paladins in there.
Anyway, anything you want to say before I'm shutting down with no survivors?
Oh dear.
Oh boy, family reunion, let's go!
I wonder how edible grenades are.
Shut
Oh
up!
god.
The fuck up.
Why don't you try and eat one, Mahet?
Nah,
Good
it's best
idea.
not to
DM.
piss everybody
Start
off.
next session.
If you at least do it in game, I'll be fine.
Fine.
We might have to do a private session so that we don't disrupt the others too much.
Okay, so there
The
you
head
go.
character's always disrupting stuff. That's his point.